Yo, what's good? Take two. Chris Lamar, smash the subscribe button. So I'm doing a review on European beer. I'm currently sipping on. Saying I'm foreign in a foreign country, sipping something. To quote Jay-Z, I'm drinking the Bergenbier, which I believe how I pronounce it. It has lemon in it. And lemon is a great ingredient for beer. Hold on, let me take a little sippity sip. Ooh, that is amazing. It's not hoppy. It has a nice kick. It's not added with extra sugar. So I had like two yesterday, and I didn't. Sometimes you kind of feel like you have that sugar high. When you get older, if you're drinking like sugary like wine, or like I'm drinking like a super sugary like mixed drink, or like a hard cider or something like that. You know what I mean? But this is cool. So like one of my favorite, if you guys are ever in Barcelona, get the San Miguel de lemon. It's super good. The regular is good as well. So I'm definitely not being like, oh, I'm in Europe and the beer tastes better. Like, yo, the beer tastes better. You know what I'm saying? So like this is really good. It's 12 o'clock here. I already watched my Power Goes to episode 7. It was really good. So I'm just chilling. Probably not gonna do too much today, but definitely I wanted to record some content. This is the third video. I think the second video is probably gonna get a copyright strike because I had did a screen record of the Raiders Bengals highlight. So they're probably going to tag that. So I may not post that video, but I have a Super Bowl prediction that I'm going to post probably when I get done finishing this and upload. But like, yeah, this beer review has been really good. I went to Old Town last week and got some cocktails from like an exclusive. They have a couple different locations throughout Old Town. I'm in Bucharest, Romania, and then before that I was in Barcelona for a day, and so I've gotten to try a few different beers, and this one is really good. It's nice and refreshing. I felt like overall, just the food quality's been pretty solid. I've feel like I haven't weighed myself, but I think my stomach is getting smaller. This week I'm gonna try to eat super healthy, continue to do some squats, some burpees, and some push-ups. Try to get right for summertime. It's currently January 16th. So like last year, I only lost like 10 pounds throughout the whole year. Yeah, so maybe a little bit more. I felt like I was like 265, and then got down to like one. I mean 248 before I came over to Europe and shit like that. So just want to kind of track some photos. So I want to kind of get my stomach as flat as possible before the summertime. But yeah, Romania's cool. People are friendly. One of my buddies had asked me, was people in Romania racist? And I would say no, absolutely not. Like most people, they mind their own business and stuff like that. People has been really receptive. If people don't really speak English, then obviously they can't really have a conversation like that. You can pull out the Google Translate. But like people have been cool. People have been receptive. I've went to two different malls, and like people just kind of mind their own business. No one has bothered me or anything like that. I mean, obviously, like some people on the internet say like, oh yeah, if you're American, people like and or stare and stuff like that, and like what I'm saying, like hasn't really been that. People just been kind of cool. I'm not sure because of COVID or whatever like that, but people's cool. You know what I mean? Everything is cool. Obviously I try to stay on my P's and Q's. I try to watch out for pickpocketers. I'm not sure if that's super big on, like I read this blog saying that all the Romanian pickpocketers live in London and Paris and shit. But so I haven't had any issues yet. But still trying to be safe. Obviously I'm not walking around at night, but during the daytime I walk around. I walk to like the bodega. I'm in staying in like zone 2. or walk to like a grocery store that was maybe 5 or 6 minutes and stuff like that. But the most, like, sometimes when outside of the mega mall, there's people who can kind of ask for change and stuff like that. But other than that, it's true cool. I was at Old Town yesterday, and the cops were there. There was a cop present, and they don't bother as long as you're not doing anything crazy and stuff like that. Like, they don't even, what I'm saying, they're just there, like, what I'm saying. So there's no like harassment, anything like that. Like, for COVID, going into certain clothing stores or the mall, you have to scan your QR code or whatever like that. But other than that, like, there's nothing like that. So, like, for people who, thinking about coming to Romania or Eastern Europe and stuff like that, obviously it was super cool, super friendly, and Barcelona, everything's been chill. In Romania, the weather's a little chilly, but if you're just trying to explore and stuff like that, you're a digital nomad, I would definitely recommend Bucharest, because it's cheap. There's Ubers here. There is beautiful women. You definitely gotta like code approach and stuff like that. Um, but I definitely think that you can win here. My cell phone sim to get 30-day service with 60 gig was €7, $7 USD. Um, my Airbnb was $600 for a month for a studio apartment, like with the shared kitchen. So it's like, it used to be where I'm staying. It used to be a restaurant, and it wasn't really doing well. So they turned it into studios. So I got a private bathroom, solid living quarters. Is like a table with two chairs, TV, queen size bed, like two different nightstands and stuff like that. So I work from here. I'm doing my jailhouse workouts and stuff like that. And then we got like a crazy, like a pretty much a chef's kitchen, like a big oven, a bunch of different Bunsen burners for cooking, freezer. Um, Everything is stacked. We got like a blender, free coffee and tea and stuff like that. So it's cool. But if you were like to get like go to like Romanian websites, you could probably get an apartment for 500 furnished. And if you're in like the south of Bucharest, it's cheaper. You probably can get something for like 350, 400. North is more expensive. So apartments are gonna range like 5, 6, 7, and then if it's a modern building, maybe even 800 and stuff like that, which is still relatively way cheaper than most cities throughout the United States. So from a cost of living standpoint, is really good. Ubers are dirt cheap. When I go to the mall, it's like $4. Like yesterday, I live like, let's say 5, 7 minutes away from Old Town. It was like $2 each way. So we talk about $4 round trip. So Ubers are super, 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 super cheap. It's like one USD to like 4,000 Romanian lire. So but close prices at the mall is pretty much the same. It's like $100 for sneakers, 120, 130 for boots and stuff like that. H&M and Zara pretty much is the same for the United States. You're not getting any discounts on clothing. I went to Zara and got a sweater, like the extra wool black knit. It was just $20, which is maybe a little cheaper than like a Zara in New York. I would you probably would have paid 30 for that. But like clothes prices, I think all in all are the same. Getting food delivered, I ordered Chinese. I got some spring rolls, some lo mein, and some rice, and it was like $16. So like I think that's like, depending on what you order, it's kind of the same. But then like some places in at least Dallas is expensive, so you might spend like 26, 30 on Uber Eats. Like if I was to get Shake Shack, it's definitely $30 for two Shack burgers, double Shack burgers with fries. It's like 20 something with delivery free. So I guess it's still cheaper. The grocery store is definitely cheaper, but I think for them, prices have went up. I was watching like the Romanian news, and it was Romanian, so I'm pretty sure that they were like talking about food prices rising. But for me coming throughout the United States, if I'm going to like the local bodega, like today, it was like 20 something lire, which is like $6-7. I got 2 bears, a bottle of water, a thing of Oreos, and then 2 different like fruit juices, 2 different 1 liter fruit juices. And that probably was like $5. You know what I'm saying? Which is like dumb cheap. So like the bear's $1. The water's super cheap and stuff like that. Like sandwiches are $2. So like usually if I get like a sandwich or 2 sandwiches and like chips, it's like $6 or $7 to eat. And if you buy groceries, it's obviously cheaper than that. But I won't keep this video too long. Yo, thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. You know what it do.